Hey everyone, Egman here with another video. Today we've got a deck list for the Towa deck that I played on my stream last week. If you're not following me on Twitch, do it. I'm not giving you an option anymore. You gotta just do it. Go down in the description, hit my Twitch, follow me. It's free, and you get notifications when I go live, which is really handy because I go live whenever I want to, and I don't have a schedule like a good streamer. So definitely do that. And also at the end of this video, there's some gameplay of this from my stream as well. So if you want to see it in action, there we go. So we got this Towa leader. She was around for about a year. She came out of the anniversary box last year, so kind of like the Bobbity leader from the current anniversary box. Same kind of thing, and she's really unique. I really like what she does, and she kind of enables this weird kind of hand destruction black deck that, black decks usually don't have like this hand destruction engine, and like mirror's always been a thing, but this definitely put the chain on the map, and I think there's a lot of new tools that came out in Series 11 that this leader really benefits from. I will say before we go into this list in detail, I'm not super good at making Towa lists, especially like black is such a hard like just a color to make decks for because there's so many options you can splash in. It's such a fine-tuned deck when you get down to it, and you always you can do 50 to 60, especially with decks like this that burst so much. Like 60 could be just as viable as 50, and you really have to decide on your own. I feel like this is a leader that will have, if you have 100 different people that have 100 different deck lists with it, and I really like that. I think that's really cool, and so if there's anything that you suggest or anything, let me know. All these cards in the side deck are just option cards. I'll talk about a little bit about them, but there's no wrong way to build this. I think this is a strong leader, and there's so many cards that if you're wanting to have an edge on a certain matchup, you can definitely tune your deck for that, and I think it would be successful. But what does this leader do? Active main once per turn, burst 3, look at top 5 cards from top of your deck, choose up to 1 mirror or Fu card among them, add to your hand, then shuffle your deck. We really only have mirrors in this deck, but that's fine. Fu's definitely a really good card, so if you want to add Fu's to it as well, you can totally do it. And then it has a unique weakening condition that when you have 10 or more black cards in your warp, you may draw 1 card and choose up to 1 of your energies, switch to active mode, then flip this card over. And then on the backside, so this is kind of in a lot of ways like the introduction to kind of like a surge leader. It has all the stuff that surge leaders do, where you can kind of awaken kind of early, and then also you get to you don't get a lot of card advantage on the backside, but you get a really cool effect for doing it. So you don't want to awaken super early with Towa, but because she doesn't draw. But active main once per turn, you can choose 1 black card in your warp and 3 black cards in your warp, place them in your drop area, choose up to 1 mirror card in your battle area, gains critical for duration of the turn, which is pretty good, especially since we have some big double strikers and that really benefit from this. And then also active battle once per turn for 1, choose 1 in your hand, place in your drop area, choose up to 1 keyword skill on your opponent's battle card and negate it for the duration of the turn. So this is a really good effect when it came out, and it's still pretty good. You have to still use an energy for it, which kind of sucks, but being able to get rid of blocker or on the defense step, being able to get rid of triple strike or critical, all these are really nice effects. And I think it just kind of lends itself to kind of a more defensive mid-range kind of strategy. And I think it's just great for this leader. You have to really time when you awaken with this, which is I think part of the skill for it. But I really like this leader. So let's go into the main deck. We've got pretty much the main reason I want to build this deck too was the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's Supreme Saiyan Power. It has this, if your leader card's black, when your opponent plays a battle card using a non-keyword skill, they choose 1 card in their hand and discard it. So that's a fantastic effect for slowing them down. It also has this +2 when you activate an overwhelm skill, add up to 1 card in your life to your hand. Towa doesn't really self-awaken at all, and it's not really unheard of to either just go from 8 life to 0. And so just being able to get some self-awakening in this deck is really nice. It also has this -5 effect for also 4 specific black energy. I've never used this, but you can send 1 card from your opponent's life to their warp. So it's kind of cheesy. It can work if your opponent doesn't pay attention to this, but I'm pretty sure they're going to try to kill this as soon as they can. It's only a 5k. Sure, you get 3 markers on it turn 1 as long as you overwhelm with it, but I think it's a very powerful card, and your opponent's going to want to try to get rid of this as kind of as soon as possible. And then we also have, so the main chain for this deck is using this Mirror Faithful Servant, or also the 5-drop, but it has this active main. If you don't have any battle cards in play, play this card from your hand, which is nice. And then for 3, you can choose up to 1 mirror card with energy cost of 5 in your hand and play it on top of this card. So it's being able to just, if the cost was reversed, if the first effect was 3 and then the other one was free, it would have been a lot worse. But just being able to see if your opponent has anything to get rid of these cards, chancing it, is I think a really good effect, especially since You can swing at this card if you want. The card comes out in not active mode, so or in rest mode if you do that, so it's not great. But we pretty much use it to just get this 5-drop Mira. So this is like the original one that you'd use for the chain. So it's a 20k double strike 5-drop. You can choose, or sorry, first as permanent. If you have 10 or more black cards in your warp, you reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1. So if you were, locally this looks for the original cost of 5. So you don't have to choose this one. You can choose, like you don't have to worry about having 10 cards in your warp. It looks at the original cost, so even this is a 4-drop, don't worry about it. This also has Deflect and Double Strike, which is nice. It has this Union Absorb as well, so you choose one Towa card in your warp, place it under this card. If your leader card is a Towa or Android, choose up to one mirror card with an energy cost of 7, play an active on top of this card, and then shuffle your deck. So the main target for this we have is Mirror Creator Absorbed, like the OG one. It's Overwhelm for 4 and 1 if you want to, but also has Deflect, which is good. And auto, when you play this card using Union, your opponent chooses 3 cards from the hand, summon to their warp, then this card gains double strike for the duration of the turn. And when this card attacks, this card gains plus 5k power for each card in your warp for the turn. This gets eroded. It's not just permanently. But even if you have like 10 cards in your hand in your warp, this becomes an 80k just like off the bat, which gets double strike, and then you can use your Awakened Leader to give it critical as well. And then you're also like making them warp 3 cards in their hand. All these are really good effects. Also comes out in active mode, so if you need to like pressure your opponent first with this one, and you're not afraid of it getting like Mafuba'd or like blown up by like any cards, then you're super good. And like this is really like these are just really powerful cards, and it just gets a bunch of pressure on your opponent. So some other cards to kind of support this, we want to overwhelm like every turn. So I put pretty much all mirror overwhelm cards, especially because they kind of help your one, you find them a lot, but also you're able to help the just the hand destruction kind of thing. So we've got this Relentless Destruction Mirror, which you just overwhelm for 3, which is great because you burst for 3, and you're able to just make your opponent drop a card, so helps you out a lot. And then also the 4-drop, this is from like the original expansion pack. It just gets critical for the turn, and that's fine. A 20k crit also is really good. It's overwhelm 4, so it could be awkward turn 1, but it helps you out. Just getting the free overwhelm, because you really want to be able to use your overwhelm every turn, and so that helps you out a lot as well. We have 6 Towas, so we should have enough to find them consistently on turn 3 for your 5-drop into your 7-drop. We're running 4 of the Towa Twisted Sister, so this is just it has a counterplay when this card is played. Draw 1 card, then shuffle up to one card from your opponent's drop area into their deck. So that helps you out a lot for it's a really cute little thing. Depending on the deck you're playing against, this could be really harmful for them, especially if like discard like an ape or something. And you can play this Towa Twisted Sister, and now they can't even do a draw 2 next turn, which is really important if you're really negging their hand. We also have 2 of this Towa Space Time Unleashed. Just really simple look at top 7 for a mirror, our Mass Saiyan. We're running 2 of this one. I think he's really good, and he could probably be more on the side. But it's just Overwhelm 6, being able to warp your opponent's cards, especially because this takes care of tokens as well. Very good card here. And it's 25k, so nothing to slouch out. And what else do we have here? So we also have, this isn't Mass Saiyan, and this also isn't Mass Saiyan, so we can't get these, unfortunately. But the Super Saiyan Bardock, the Tenacious, is a fantastic card. Maybe you only need to run like 3 or so, but when it's Overwhelm 6 for 1 energy, and when this card is played using Overwhelm, your opponent can only attack with battle cards once during their next turn. And when this card is played, you also can't play copies during your next turn. But just being able to play this card and say like, okay, I'm kind of safe, especially like, if you look on it on turn 3, what you do is that you, like, let's say you go through the chain, right? You play this, use the 3 energy, go into this mirror, and then use this mirror to go into, so you have to tap out for it, right? And then you play the 7-drop mirror. Then you probably awaken on that turn. You'll probably have enough cards in there, and then also being able to put cards back into your drop area, give your 7-drop mirror critical, and then you have 1 energy open, and if you want to like really save it, you just overwhelm this Bardock, and you're fine, because you didn't use overwhelm yet this turn either, because neither of these mirror things are overwhelm cards. So that just feels really good and just really safe as well, and just really helps you out. So we're also running a couple of negates as well. We're playing Max Power Kamehameha just because it's great negate, but also because it's also good at just blowing up stuff for 1 energy. We're also playing instant transmission 10 times Kamehameha. So it's just a negate, and then you can also choose 2 black cards from your warp and put them back in your drop area. So that can be helpful, but also for 1 black, you can choose 2 cards in your hand, summon to your warp, add this card from your drop area to your hand. So if you really, really need a negate, you can put it back, and we burst a lot, so that's important. But I don't know, it's not super needed, but it's a card you can think of. We also have 2 of Rebellion Hammer. I've never used this, but it seems really tempting. So if your leader card is black and you send 3 black cards from your drop area to a warp, the battle card being played as any cost of 4 or less is placed in its owner's drop area instead of being played. And if you have 12 or more black cards in your warp, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1. I'm not sure if this is a great card for Towa. Maybe in like a side, and you have to really know that you want to play it next. It's not like a good card that you know as like an option. You have to like specifically say commit to having 1 energy open and having all the cards in your drop and your warp area for this guy. So I don't think it's great, but I think it's something you should at least consider. And if you're playing against a certain matchup that needs it, it can be a lifesaver, I think. So that's the thought of that. But I don't think it'll probably just be a side deck card. We also have the Super Saiyan 4 Bardock Combat Instincts. This card is great for turn 4. So, turn 3 you drop this guy, and then you warp 3 cards from their hand, and you have this big pressure. And now you can just do this for 3 energy, and then when this card is played using Overwhelm, choose 2 cards in your opponent's hand and send them to their warp, which is great. And it's a big 30k dual attack that's also an Overwhelm. So, it's just a really good card. It's a good finisher. Also, it's just a 5k in hand anyways, so you're not even it's not even like a big 10k in hand that you can't get rid of since we're not really energy fluid. And I don't know, I just like this card a lot, and it's really good. And for super combos, we're doing 2 Bibbidi. It could be 4 if you want. I think it's fine. But we also put 2 Super Saiyan Vegeta, the Prince Strikes Back. This is strictly because we want to make sure that if we need it, we have to play these mirrors from our deck. And so if we mill out or we draw too many of them, being able to put them back in your deck is kind of important. Maybe we can use 3 and 1. I feel like Bibbidi is probably still the better one, but we already have so many attacks that are just super big that I don't know. I think it's fine to do a 2-2 split, but definitely run at least 2 Bibbidi if not more. And I think that's the deck. So let me know what you guys think about it, and let's go to the gameplay. Okay, wait. There we got to switch back to untap. But yeah, look at this hand. I got a full house. And we're playing against Beerus. I've been really wanting to play with this deck because I feel like Beerus has gotten a lot of minute shit, just because the fact that he can awaken a turn earlier now with Zeno and stuff too, I think is cool. So I think there's some stuff that makes him good right now. So we'll see. Oh, he's playing the big boy. You guys are rooting for the Wasp? This is my stream, though. Don't you understand? No, it's fine. It's a joke. Lead effect. Top 3. No, wait. Burst 3. Alright, so we got Towa in there. Look at 3. I look at top, what, 5? Well, okay. Guess we're not playing our Vegeta this turn. And then we'll just shuffle. And then we'll do this. So play this. Look top 7. And I guess we had this one. We'll play it next turn so we can get Vegeta stuff with it. And we already have the other combo, so we'll just get this guy. Yeah, so we'll just get him. Alright, shuffle. And then we'll just swing on there. And we got 10k. Oh yeah, KOing the Frieza's good. It's good. It's a cornerstone, I think, of a lot of decks. I'm surprised it's not it's why a lot of people think that greens are really, really powerful right now, despite it not doing anything, not doing well in tournaments and stuff. But yeah, we want to awaken this guy as fast as possible because he can just, if he has 4 energy, he can just become a 15k with no. Oh man, God sealing technique. That's scary. He's already at 3. So go in rest mode though. Yeah. No negates. Draw 1. That's a card. All right. So what do we want to do? We definitely want to play this guy this turn, right? What card do we not need? We probably don't need like another one of these. I'm just gonna say we need one for the game, because we might be able to play that like next turn. And then we'll do this. Like, do we even need, we probably, yeah. So we add 1, and then we'll do this. Effect, 1. All right. Lead effect. Mill 3. All right, we're out of. We have no more unison card. Oh wait. Also, +2 for unison. All right, and then continuing. Look down 5. That's a Mira. Okay. Then we'll do swing 10k here. $10K. Then we'll swing 10k here. Because he's going to awaken next turn anyways, right? So we better just pressure him to be lower at life. Okay, and then we'll swing here. Good old 15k. And then we'll do one of these. Effect. Top 7. This is a math saint, right? He looks for, yeah. This card's probably worth it. That goes there. That shuffles, and then we're done. We got a puppy dog with us too. For 2, he's going to do probably, yep, Zeno. He's probably going to awaken, untap 1, draw 1, play something, and then he could play a boony if he wants, which is I don't know if this Vegeta procs on tokens being played. Does it? I think it does. Pretty sure it does. No negates. Yeah. Also, people on YouTube and alright, yeah, he gets to awaken. This art's super sick. I keep forgetting like it exists. No negate. Play another one drop. Oh, Zeno. Okay, which means just a free draw one. And he could swing with it too if he wants to really get rid of this Vegeta, which I'd be kind of okay with. Oh, he's playing another one? Dang. That's probably the smart thing to do because he gets the super combos out of his hand. Except for I have like, oh, he's paying 2. Oh, he's playing another one. Okay. Interesting. All right, he dead. That was a really weird move, but I think it makes sense to me. But that was definitely interesting. We're gonna draw one. We're gonna charge one. So I think the play that we want to do now is play Black Mass Saiyan. I think he's the one that makes sense to play. I don't think we need that card. So I'm gonna swing there. I guess, yeah. 15K. No, so he's gonna draw with that. So, oh, he's not gonna draw. He's gonna fix his energy. Okay. That's right, because that's what this one does. So what are we afraid of? I think we're fine. Because all these cards have deflect too, right? Response. Okay. Um, okay. We're going to do this. $20K. Okay. He dies. What do we want to do? Probably want to do this one first. We haven't seen... Okay, so we can be kind of greedy. Let's do this. Actually, no. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that one. We're gonna do lead effect. Mill 3. Okay, that's scary, but look, top 5. Did you get another mirror? Sick. Shuffle. And then we have 10 cards in there. Yeah. So we're gonna awaken. Awaken. Alt face. Untap 1. Draw 1. Then we're going to do what? Mirror effect. We have a toe in there. Okay, we have 3 left in our deck. We're fine. We're great. So warp 3. Lead effect. And I guess we'll just do that back. Give a crit. Yep, dimension magic. He takes the 1, which means he can do his stuff with his leader, which kind of sucks. And then we'll swing there. 20K. Or is it 25K? Or 25K. All right, Egman. Ender turn. That is a scary card. Which means we gotta be careful playing with this. Is it when he's at 4 or less? Oh, wait. It's when I'm at 4 or less. Ooh, 5. So he's going to play the big boy unison. During your can attacks back. Okay. I'm going to say no negates. Draw 1, I guess. I'm not afraid of no ghosts. Untap all. Draw my 1. Charge. What do we want to charge? I guess. It's this one. All right. Response. Okay. And then we have this guy. Effect. And we'll go into Towa. Yes, deflect. Yeah, it kind of sucks, doesn't it? Warp 3. I don't know if the board clear is the right move, but Towa effect. 1, 2, 3. And we'll give this one double strike. Double strike crit. All right. I'm not even sure what he could find. Because this guy can still swing too. You have to put the other one at the bottom of your deck, which is like preferred anyways.